Perez Hilton drops fatal evidence is proving Meg bullying has, and kept him in isolated conditions in Montecito. Here's what Montecito residents are finding out about their new neighbors, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Wherever they go, tourists, helicopters and paparazzi follow. Prince Harry's luxury abode has reportedly become his own prison as the Duke lives without any family or friends in another country. Celebrity and gossip columnist, Perez Hilton made this shocking revelation. According to a report by Express, he was quoted saying, "Harry has no family here in Montecito. He has no lifelong friends in Montecito." A royal expert says Harry is so emotionally needy that he's been completely and utterly taken over by Meghan. He's apparently too codependent to even notice how far gone he is. Another source says, perhaps he'll wake up and realize he's living in goop and he has to get the hell out, go down to the pub, and see his mates. But he's in the honeymoon phase of moving, at the moment. And that's all fun now. And his children are still very young. Before concluding, Perez pointed out, "I would think eventually there might come a time when he would want his children to have a meaningful relationship with his family." Meanwhile, Harry is a bit of a homebody, and the source claims he's up at the crack of dawn getting the kids fed, washed, and dressed. Meghan's often very busy on business Zoom calls or nipping into LA for meetings, which Harry often chauffeurs her to. Then he's back to the kids as soon as possible because he doesn't like leaving them with nannies. Oh, and also, with all this speculation around her political career ambitions, everyone thinks Harry would be happy at the idea of being first gentleman if she accomplishes her long-term goal. The quiet little town outside Santa Barbara is still buzzing about its newest residents, who moved into a multi-million-dollar mansion, but some locals are already getting fed up with the area's new normal. Apparently, people in the area call Meghan the Princess of Montecito. Let's assume/hope they don't mean this in a rude way, but it sounds like she isn't about the spotlight at all. The source notes that the Duchess loves driving around LA to go to the same hiking trails that she used to visit back in the day, well off the beaten track. Often she'll head off just herself and the dogs, which gives her time to reflect. "My daughter lives in Santa Barbara and has spotted Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom on bikes near the beach. No one she knows has ever caught a glimpse of the Harkles." When Eugenie and her husband visited, the four ate in the exclusive private dining room inside the private club on the grounds of the Rosewood Resort, where ordinary hotel rooms start at $2,000 a night. No need to demand privacy because it's built in. The likelihood of them having any interest in dining in an ordinary restaurant in Santa Barbara is zero. And Santa Barbara is not a suburb of LA. It is approximately 100 miles from SB to LA/Beverly Hills. Ongoing road construction slows traffic down on the Santa Barbara end, and LA traffic is, of course, terrible. Unless Markle is chartering helicopters to take her back and forth, she's spending many hours on the freeway in a limo. Seriously doubt she's making that trek weekly. If she is, moving to Santa Barbara was a really stupid idea. The scene on the ground is pretty hectic, especially for an affluent area that's supposed to be an enclave for celebs looking to escape the limelight. Choppers are zooming over Harry and Meghan's hood, sometimes 4 times a day, and paps are staking out their home and a nearby shopping center. The wayward royals are also attracting tourists. We're told more visitors are showing up in town and asking local shop owners if they've seen Harry and Meghan. Montecito is famously known as a no paparazzi zone. Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah, Rob Lowe, Carol Burnett, Jane Lynch and the Kardashians have no problem dining out and shopping in on the low, but everything's changed since the Duke and Duchess of Sussex moved in. Most locals tell us they want the paps to give it a rest, because they feel things are getting to the point where everyone's privacy is being compromised, and they're super annoyed. As we reported, Harry and Meghan surfaced in Los Angeles last week, working with a charity to help children in need, but they still haven't been seen in Montecito. Locals are bracing for the worst. They're expecting Harry and Meghan to finally venture out after the pandemic, which they fear will amp things up in a big way. Word to the wise: if you visit Montecito, don't regurgitate anything you read about Harry and Meghan putting the town on the map. Locals say it's been a high society town long before the royals came knocking. Society town.